Hi everyone. This week I'm building the Wednesday figure and her display stand. There are 6 numbered bags of parts total, and there's some alternate building that you can do here. You can build the figure the way it is on the front cover, or you can do it the way it is down here with the dress. Let's get right into building. Okay, it looks like the first thing to be built is just a little bit of detail. Well, now I think I got the wrong color underneath here. It's so hard to tell. Yeah, that is black. I think I mentioned before that sometimes the colors in the instructions are hard to tell what they are. In this case, I put light gray underneath here when those should have been black. And the only way I figured that out is I ran out of the light gray parts when I needed them. So at least it wasn't too late to change them out easily, because I need 2 of them to go right here, 2 of the light gray ones. Now this looks like a hockey stick. This clips into the hooks up here. And our first sticker says the initials WA on it. And of course I put the sticker on crooked. That's why I don't like stickers. Oh wow. Oh, Mike. I got to do some fixing here because I wasn't paying attention, as usual. I just put all of this stuff on top here, just in the wrong orientation. This is supposed to be turned like that. And then this put on, and then now I can put this back on. Because these have to go on the sides, and I couldn't put them on because those studs weren't there. That's better. And the last thing is, it looks like we have a miniature thing minifig. It's just a hand. So, just a small display stand for thing. Okay, I'll set that aside. We have another small assembly and another sticker already. This just looks like a decorative emblem. This looks like a crystal ball. Set that aside. Now we get into the construction of the actual base. 2 of those. Some nice decorative pieces here. All of this color won't be visible. Now these go on the front here, like that. These should go into these hooks that are in the front here. Nice bit of decoration. And now this all gets capped off. Now these are some interesting elements. We got a curve on one end, or kind of like a peak. 4 of these go in the corners. They're supposed to go over top of these. What am I doing wrong? Did they just get turned out a little bit? Oh, these elements I put on the side, I've got them coming out at 90 degrees. I actually have to rotate these to be at 45 degrees. And now, because of this flare up in the brick, it should sit right over top of that. That's kind of neat. Well, that's the end of bag number 1. Got the start of the frame going. Now, these voids in here are going to be important later on. There's some tracks at the bottom here. There's going to be some movable drawers that go in here. Detail looks quite nice. And there's 2 small assemblies that went with it. These are going to be put on top of the set later. That went relatively quickly. Let's just get right into bag number 2. Lots of small pieces in this bag of parts. That's a nice little mosaic pattern in there. Some studs for attaching the figure to. There's a skeleton head 2 of those. Now we got some nice translucent flame pieces here to make some candles. And we'll put one over here, one up here, and one right there. And one smaller candle can go right there. Well, that's the end of bag number 2. Added a bunch of detail to the top here. Got some candles, some flowers, and then just some spots for some attachments that are going to go on top here. That went really quickly, so we'll just get right into bag number 3 and keep going with this set. Now the parts in bag number 3 are going to be the drawers that go into the side of the assembly here. I believe both of them are identical. I thought I did something wrong. This is the wrong part. Should be the shorter one here. That's better. Now I need the bigger ones. Now this is the front of the box here. 2 of these. Okay, there's the 2 assemblies, identical. Now they go into the side of this. So those tracks don't actually get used for anything other than this just sits on top of it. So this should just slide in. Same thing on this side. Now, one last thing to do. There's like a button that goes on the front here. Ooh, out of all the stickers, there's a printed brick. It's just got a N emblem on it, I guess, for the Nevermore Academy. This goes into the front here. It's supposed to go into something? Oh, I'm starting to see what's going on here now. So just, this goes through the front here. It's eventually going to go through the holes here, and that'll hold the drawers in place. Run this through. There we go. So now it's in all the way, and now the drawers can't slide out. It's kind of a neat way of doing that. Okay, well that's the end of bag number 3. So the base is almost done now. There's some stuff that goes on top yet. We've got the drawers done. We just need the figure and a little bit more detail up top here. This assembly goes back here. Same thing for this side. It's a little bird. I think it's supposed to be like a raven. Now there's like a hinge element on the bottom of this Lego brick. There's some hooks in here. And this then can tilt a little bit. Now column on this side. Now a couple of lanterns going to these hooks. Now the columns are tilted over, but I want the lanterns to hang vertically. Big sticker. This one says Nevermore Academy. Hopefully I can get this on straight. Not too bad, I guess. This will attach right up here. Not sure what that assembly is supposed to be, but it's got a little connecting rod in the middle. This will sit right there. Custom piece, a little scorpion. And another sticker. This one says Nero. Oh, this is a tombstone. I'm guessing Nero was a pet. And that goes onto that pin we just put in there. And this can also be kind of tilted over a little bit. Well, that's the end of bag number 4. Finished the detail up top here. There's a couple more things to do. 2 assemblies from bag number 1. They'll now get attached on here. We got our crystal ball. I think that's what that is. And thing here. Now the only thing missing is the Wednesday figure that goes in the middle. We'll do that next. Well, there's 3 bags of parts remaining. 2 bags of parts go to building one style of the minifig, and I'll show the 2 versions of the figure here in the video. So bags 5 and 6 do the first version, or 5 and 7 do the second version. I'm going to build the first version. The remaining parts go in the drawers at the bottom of the set here. So I'm going to set this aside, and let's build Wednesday. Quite a large printed brick, just Wednesday's face. There's a second version of the face in bag number 7. Two big stickers. I really wish these ones were printed. Especially the next one, because I don't like stickers on curved parts. I just find with some of my old sets, stickers on curved parts tend to come off more easily. I think that's okay. Well, that's the torso. Time for some feet. Legs and feet. There we go, little legs. Get that onto the torso here. So many tiny pieces. Now, the hands are kind of like the brick used for the thing at the beginning of the build. The hands are a pre-molded piece. There's a little bit of articulation in the hands because of the way it's attached to a couple different hooks. So you can turn them a little bit, but it can't go down any further than this. Unless I've done this completely wrong. Oh, I did do it wrong. That's why they won't go down. Okay, well, I'm going to fix that right now. Something as simple as just turning this piece around. So, you can see on this side it sticks out too far, this side it's nice and flush. Quite simple to fix. And now her arms can go down. Well, that looks a lot better. I don't make these mistakes on purpose, they just happen. Right, now for the head. There's a lot of pieces here. Well, I did that wrong, didn't I? That's right. This one's wrong. Why is this wrong? It should be over here. Complicated assembly. I didn't think the head was going to be this complicated. Now I'll stick the faceplate on. I can see why this is printed because it curves in multiple directions. A sticker would be almost impossible there. Why does it look like it's not going to go on? Did I miss a step? Oh, like have it upside down, that's why. All right, head on body. There's a ball joint in here. So the head can be moved around a little bit. So the legs move, the arms move, and the head can move, which is good. Now we just need some pigtails on here. There's our Wednesday figure. It looks really good. Now she sits up here. There's 2 studs on this assembly that her feet can snap into, I'm pretty sure. Like that. That was the end of bags number 5 and 6. So that made this version of the figure. So I'm not going to do the second version of the figure because I'd have to take this apart. So what I do have then is a whole bag of extra parts. And that's what the drawers are for. So here's all the parts, including a second face plate. Some bare arms. Not, I say bare arms. They're not bare arms. You know what I mean. Unclothed arms. Now, all of these pieces should go into the drawers in here. Big pieces at the bottom. I really don't see how these are going to all fit. Maybe? Is this going to fit? Well, it does, amazingly. Now I just have to get the face in here. How about that? It does just fit. Oof. Put this back in. Well, I didn't think it was going to happen, but all of those parts did indeed fit in the drawers, if just barely. So now it's fully self-contained. So you can play with this a little bit. You can move the arms around, move the head around a bit. The drawers come out. But really, this is just a big display piece. Well, what do you think of the set? Let me know in the comments. There's a decent amount of detail in here, from the thing display, little tombstone, even the back, I guess they're going to be gates. This is apparently the gates of Nevermore Academy. And then to the functionality of the drawers that come out with all the extra parts inside. Anyway, a shorter build than usual, but quite enjoyable. Thanks so much for watching. I'll have something new for next week.